Inside this envelope is something very private. Hi, I'm Joanna and I buy weird things off the internet. One weird thing you can buy off the internet are love letters. These are letters written between two lovers, I guess is the term. I went on eBay. I bought a stranger's love letters. They're in this envelope. Love is in the air. Ooh, this is so much fancier than my handwriting, I gotta say. My eyes are in for a visual feast. I'm sorry I said that. This is a Ziploc bag full of a stranger's love. Allegedly, these letters were written by a teenager in the 1920s. Smells like teens and love. No, it doesn't. That's gross. I'm sorry. What are we gonna find in these letters? Will there be love, secrets, juicy details, murder? What kind of love story is this? Good, bad, scary? I'm just saying adjectives now. Let's throw privacy out the window and read some personal love letters. These smell very musty and also like cigarettes. The perfect combination. If you want to do me a favor and support my channel and get more videos, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. So I've got all my letters lined up in order by date. The earliest one is from 1923 and the last one is from 1926. So how do someone's love letters end up on eBay? This kind of stuff will come from an estate sale after somebody passes away. If somebody kept letters until the day they died, that means the letters probably meant something to them. I'm about to read the very first love letter. February 25th, 1923. I just realized this letter that I'm holding is exactly 100 years old. Dearest Violet, as this is Wednesday night and not able to get to see you, so we'll have to write instead. First of all, how is Violet? This wind isn't blowing you away, is it? I guess winter is still with us. I was out this afternoon and dragged the road. Done a good job going down to Buggy, waiting for Kenneth. I guess we're all going to town tomorrow. Dad has some business to see to, which must be done tomorrow. I don't think I will be down this week, Violet. Let the roads get smooth before I venture across. Take good care of yourself till then, and be a good girl. Hoping this letter reaches you in the best of health, as it is warming me with lots of love. Ed. We know that these letters were written by someone named Ed to someone named Violet. Violet saved all these letters. October 3rd, 1923. Dear Violet, just a little note to ask you if I could have the pleasure of taking you to a barn dance Friday night, October 5th. Drop me a letter and let me know. With love, Edward. P.S. Mail it today. Will Violet go with Ed to the barn dance? We've got a discovery. We've got a little bit of information. It looks like Ed lived in Illinois, in a small town about halfway between Chicago and Rockford. Thank you, Ed, for having handwriting I can actually read. I appreciate it so much. November 5th, 1923. Dear Violet, received your most welcomed letter and was glad to hear from you. How is the world treating my little girl nowadays? As for me, it couldn't be better. Many thanks for the invitation to Rosedale program. I am going to try and attend if I can, if nothing else turns up. So I don't think I will see you before that time. Now be a good little girl and don't get in mischief. We'll say goodnight and close for this time with a hug and kiss. With love, Edward. I'm a little hung up on the be a good little girl and don't get in mischief. People still say stuff like that. To me, even a grown adult, people will be like, stay out of trouble, be good. And I never quite understood that. And I do feel like that's something you usually only say to women. And it's weird. December 30th, 1923. Dearest Violet, darn the luck. Got to stay home tonight. It is awful to disappoint you all the time, but what can a feller do? We'll be down to see you Sunday night if it doesn't storm. The radio says no bad weather in sight. These radios sure are wonderful things. Can tune in to the swellest concerts. I would come down tomorrow night, but can't get the car, as the folks want to go to church. Eugene is up dressing and I am sending this letter along with him, so you will get it tomorrow, I hope. It's a shame to disappoint you this way. Lots of love, Ed. P.S. Don't make too many New Year's resolutions and then break them all. So we have a mystery on our hands. Who is Violet? What kind of a person is she? Is this a joke? Don't make too many New Year's resolutions and then break them all? Or is she the kind of person who makes a ton of New Year's resolutions and then doesn't stick to any of them? That probably describes everyone, actually. Or that describes a lot of people. This is a super relatable problem. He can't borrow his parents' car. Even 100 years ago, it sucked having to share a car with your parents. He keeps saying, I'm sorry to disappoint you, because he can't come see her because of the weather. It sounds like the cold Illinois winter is keeping Ed and Violet apart. I really liked when he said, these radios sure are a wonderful thing. This was back when having a radio was still a novelty. These letters are really showing me how annoying it was to make plans in the 1920s. Can you imagine waiting to get a letter back from someone so you could hang out? I feel like ghosting someone would be a lot easier 100 years ago. You just don't write back and then they're thinking, maybe the letter got lost in the mail. September 22nd, 1924. Dear Violet, just found out that the Plato Home Bureau is giving a dance Friday night. It would give me great pleasure if I could have the honor of taking you there. Drop a line and let me know. I am going to town Wednesday night on business, and if you want, you could go along for a ride. I don't know for sure if I'm going or not, so don't plan on it. But if you see a car drive in and turn around, you'll know it's me. Hoping this letter reaches you in the best of health as it is leaving me. Ed. P.S. Let me know as soon as you can so I'll be sure and have it by Friday. October 20th, 1924. Dear Violet, how is Violet these mild and sunny days? As for me, I got kicked by a horse Sunday night in the knee, so I am pretty stiff. Got to hop around on one leg. I will have to cancel that call for Tuesday night. If it gets well in a hurry, we'll call the next Tuesday night if it is alright with you. Drop a line when you have time. With love, Ed. It sucks when you have to cancel plans with your girlfriend because you got kicked by a horse. Horses are great until they kick you. It sounds like it's really hard to keep plans in the 1920s. Weather's bad, you get kicked by a horse. Dear Violet, received your letter today, so thought I would write tonight and ask you to go along tomorrow night, as the Plato Home Bureau is giving a dance. I did think at first my knee would be too stiff to dance, but it has recovered, so I will drive over if I can have the pleasure of taking you. Hope I am not too late in asking you. With love, Ed. P.S. We'll be there about 7:30. December 17th, 1924. Dear Violet, was sorry that the weather turned out bad Tuesday night. They are giving a program up at the high school tonight, as I suppose you know. And if the weather is nice, I will be down after you if you would like to go. I am sending this by special delivery, so you will get it in time. Don't look for me if it is storming, Violet. Anything but rain. Hoping this letter reaches you in the best of health as it is leaving me. With lots of love, Ed. P.S. Thursday they are giving a program by the grade school. I am going there as I am going to be Santa. We've got more weather canceling dates with Violet. We know that Ed is going to dress up like Santa for a grade school Christmas play. December 9th, 1924. Dear Violet, received your long waited for letter tonight. Lawrence brought it over after chores. He told me that Plato Home Bureau dance is Wednesday night if you want to go there. By the looks of the weather tonight, we won't have no more rain and foggy weather. I am glad it froze up as it is awful to walk around in the mud. If the weather is awful bad, cold and stormy Wednesday night, don't look for me as I hate to be out in storms. Then, if the weather is nice, I'll see you Wednesday night. Hoping the mail carriers don't delay this message. Can you imagine trying to make plans under these conditions? Let's say it's like sort of raining and you're wondering, are our plans still on? Or does this count as a storm and you're canceling? Unclear. This is making me so grateful for cell phones and texting. I'm realizing that these letters are written with the kind of pen that you dip into liquid ink. There's a few ink spots that spilled and you can see that there's either like a handprint or a fingerprint. January 19th, 1925. Dearest Violet, as I am all alone home tonight, I guess I sit down and have a chat with you, but I will have to do all the talking. Mother has been away for about 4 days. She has been down to Lillian's as her little girl has been sick with a cold in the stomach. She is all right now, so Mother came home tonight. This weather is sure dandy. I'll only hope it will continue. We'll have to finish this letter in the morning. Well, good night, Violet. Good morning. We'll see you Thursday night. We'll close as breakfast is ready. With love, Ed. Okay, I feel like based on these letters alone, one of the problems with this relationship is they really struggle to have time to be together. I'm hearing a lot of Ed's excuses. A lot of times it's the weather. Not much you can do about that. But this letter, if I got this letter, it would hurt my feelings. This letter is not making Ed look so good. February 17th, 1925. Dearest Violet, just got home from the party. What party? There was a sunrise party. I got an invitation vacation and was supposed to bring you also, but didn't let you know on account of the weather. So I rode over with Ingalls. We had a fair time. Nothing to brag about. I am not going to write a very long letter, as it is after 12, when it is time for little boys like me should be in bed. Many thanks for the Valentine which you sent me. Was very kind of you. Will close for this time, hoping this letter reaches you in the best of health, as it is leaving me. With lots of love, Ed. If my boyfriend was supposed to bring me to a party and he just didn't tell me about it because the weather might be bad and then he went without me, I would not be pleased. Ed, I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt here, but this isn't a great look. April 16th, 1925. Dearest Violet, just a note to let you know I will be down tonight. Hope the weather continues nice. If it storms, I won't come. We'll make this short as I got to get all the sleep possible. Hope I haven't forgot how to dance with you. Ed. I think every single letter mentions the weather. And weather still controls our lives, but it's interesting that you have to constantly cancel on your girlfriend because of the weather. August 20th, 1925. Dearest Violet, we'll not be down Sunday morning, as another girl promised to bring 2 cakes. Haha. Just a note to let you know that we can't go Sunday, as things didn't turn out as they should have. Hoping this letter reaches you in time. If I don't see you Saturday night in town, we'll be down Sunday night to decide on which day to go to Aurora. With love, Ed. Another girl promised to bring 2 cakes? Haha. I mean, maybe Violet finds this hilarious. November 6th, 1925. Dearest Violet, it is long ago that I wrote a letter. I most forgotten how, and I don't feel very much like writing in the first, as I have an awful headache and sore throat with it. So that's the reason why I haven't been down. I suppose you are over to the basket social. Hope you had a good time. I'd giggle if you got a married man, or Andy. I don't know if I can be down Sunday night or not. If I don't come Sunday, we'll come Thursday. We'll close for this time, as my head is in a whirl. With love, Ed. Okay, I looked up what a basket social is. It's a fundraiser where women would make food, put it in a picnic basket, and then men would bid on the baskets of food, and if they won the auction, they got to eat the food and then dance with the woman who prepared it. He says, I'd giggle if you got a married man or Andy. I love that we're trash talking some guy named Andy. What's Andy's deal? Violet made a basket of food, some man got to bid on it, and we did not want it to be Andy for some reason. April 6th, 1926. My dearest Violet, at last we have April showers, which will bring us May flowers. Guess I go out and pick a violet. The way the weather looks outside, I don't think I can go Sparky for a time yet, so I'll have to keep a-writing. But the worst of it is, I never get any letters from the party I am writing. What's the matter? Are you so busy that you haven't got time to write? Or don't you love me anymore? I went to town today, the first day since the first blizzard. We had to do some shoveling yesterday. I was out with the tractor and went over a bank over 6 foot deep, and I left my car at the garage to get fixed up, so I won't have to get your dad up at midnight to pull me out. I won't get the car for the better part of the week. Mother is planning on giving a feed a week from this coming Sunday, so don't make any other dates for that day. That is, if the weather permits. It seems kind of long since I've seen my little girl, but shouldn't be so bad if she would only write. Well, Violet, I have to close. Hoping morning mail brings me a letter with lots of love. Ed. A lot to unpack here. Ed is mad that Violet is not writing him enough letters. Don't you love me anymore? It's impossible to tell from the written word if he means that in a serious way or if he's joking around. He could be really upset. He could be kind of joking. We don't know a lot about Violet's personality because we're just getting the letters written to her. But there's a random letter stuck in here that's not from Ed. It's from one of Violet's friends. It kind of speaks to Violet's character in a negative way. Let's read it. Dear Vi, only chance to scribble a line or two off to you. Busy as a bee, and the boss directly in front of me. New job, and it's no snap job either. But don't forget about Wednesday night. If you can't come, for Pete's sake, let me know. We're not going to sit around waiting for you. So please let me know before 6:30 Wednesday night, or as soon after as possible. See you Wednesday night, Belle. This makes it sound like Violet is a little flaky. If you can't come, for Pete's sake, let me know. We're not going to sit around waiting for you. Makes it sound like she's made people sit around waiting before. Dear Violet, just a note as haven't much time to get this letter off before Lawrence goes. We'll be down to your place about 6:45 or 7. Did you get my letter? If not, going tonight to a concert. Some real swell dancing. With love, Ed. October 6th. Dear Violet, just a line or two and ask you to go along to town tonight and see the show, Covered Wagon. I am sending this letter with Lawrence to give to your sister so you get it in time. Sorry I didn't ask you sooner, as to give you time to answer. But I'll drive over, and if you can't go along, then I'll have to go by myself. I'll be at your house about 6:30, as I have to be in Elgin at 7. With love, Ed. Just sending a letter to let you know I'm coming to your house right now. And if you're busy, I will leave. So that was our 1920s love story. Edward had to cancel plans a lot because of the weather. Violet might have been a flake. Didn't write enough, didn't tell people when she couldn't make plans. Did these two end up together? I don't know. I tried to figure it out, but it remains a mystery. And more importantly, a reminder that the weather controls our lives. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this, and do turn on notifications. Just do it. Check out my other videos. I've bought lots of strange things off the internet. When you're trying to fall asleep at night, just put on a playlist of all of my videos and let them carry you off into sleepland.